heard the Netflix film May December starring Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman?
No.
With Charles Melton?
No.
Yeah, I've heard about the film.
We talked about it on New Year's Eve, actually.
Yeah.
So basically, because it's loosely based on a real story where a student falls in love with his teacher, I think in the 6th grade, and then she ends up getting pregnant, and they have this whole relationship, and then they have 2 kids together, and then they have a divorce, and then
Go again. This is the first one.
That's crazy. They have the divorce.
Yeah.
And then what?
And then in the interviews, she's kind of like, but he approached me.
What, did she get arrested then?
No,
How old is he when you got the divorce?
I can't remember
Maybe
now.
get divorced at 18.
So that's based on the real story, which is with Mary Lou Fowl and Villy Fowl. And the recent thing that's come up is that Villy's like, well, I wasn't actually notified they were going to make this thing. And it's about my life. And let's be honest, it's a traumatic experience where he's talking about him being groomed and having the child of his abusers, like the children of his abusers.
Yeah.
And they're making so much money off of it and getting so many awards, but they didn't notify the guy.
So we don't like this one.
Basically.
Bro, I shared my opinion when it came to the
Killers.
the death, what's that serial killer film? The guy that plays a serial killer that eats people, and the family members were
Hannibal.
like, not Hannibal. He's basically Hannibal. I think it's like, can't remember his name. But there's a film about a serial killer that in real life, literally, he targeted gay people in the hood, and he literally brought them to his house, drugged them. Yeah, Dharma. The Dharma film. The family members are triggered by the fact that they bring it back up again. So it's a weird thing in Hollywood where they have the rights to do these films
because it's public access.
information.
Yeah, it's public access. However,
It's actually.
Yeah, because it's public information.
Yeah.
It's been in the news. It's been in books. So it's like anyone can take in this information.
And
so
even
it's
if you wanted to just,
Inspiration.
if you just wanted to go into the courthouses and get the information about it, you can do.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what they
so
do.
we don't really need your rights. We can just do it without you.
However, based off of the fact that this is about a grooming case,
Yeah.
and it's actually his physical trauma, and then he's having to relive this, but not just him, his kids as well.
Yeah. I don't know about this one still.
Does it matter?
It's crazy because they're winning awards for this film as well. It's crazy.
Does it matter how they paint it? How they paint this picture? Is there a way to paint this picture so that it makes it okay?
Just notify the Donny first. Come in now. He's not even. Just tell him he's not even getting money or anything.
That's
These men are
crazy.
making racks.
Imagine you're going to the cinema to watch a movie and you're going past and you go, wait, hold on.
I recognize this story.
It's even worse. It's not a cinema. It's a Netflix film.
Yeah, everyone's talking about social media.
Imagine your wife says, "Oh, this movie looks good. Let's go watch it. Let's watch it together. You sit together. You're comfortable. You watch the movie. It's like."
And they're saying your name, your full government name. Like, hold on, what the fuck?
I saw the bait. What's the guy's name again? Joe.
Okay,
No, but they changed the names.
What's his name? Oh, he changed the name?
They changed the names.
Yeah, but it's still...
But it's
still
literally
get back.
plan for plan, the exact same storyline.
Yeah.
Because even when we were talking about the film, I was like, oh yeah, you know, guys, this is based on a real story. And then you were like, huh? I was like, yeah. Like,
Because it's actually messed up story for it to be real. Like, oh shit, that's kind of...
Yeah, please.
That's the mad grooving shit, man.
Yeah.
But what do you feel? Are you going to watch it then?
I feel conflicted about it because
Is it good?
it's meant to be great, but
Can you separate art from the artist?
that's like saying, oh, R. Kelly had some bangers, but it's R. Kelly. But it's okay because they're bangers, so I'll just listen to R. Kelly.
Is it a thing where we have to know the person did something? What if he did something and just never got caught, and we've been bang R. Kelly before he got caught, essentially?
Yeah, but like it's the thing that where it's his victims. So it's not. It's like someone who's literally said, "This is my trauma," and it's like about me being groomed. I have not given consent, and like now I can segue into it. It's a big difference between Priscilla and this film, because Priscilla was a producer. It was based off of her memoirs. She had okayed it. And so then you can tell it wasn't as intense as it should have been.
But
because she wanted it to be a bit lighter on her part.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, does the person's participation affect the story and make it almost less authentic? Because when the person's part of it, now they're telling the story from their perspective, which is obviously one side of the story, right? So it's almost like
most of it is from his perspective anyway.
So I'm trying to figure out what benefits do we get from a storytelling perspective when we don't involve the people that actually experienced it, and that's sort of thing I can really think of. Is you don't get much of a bias.
It's just going off of what they've seen in it, so they can't really. They ain't really going through the emotions of the actual characters because they never got to speak to them at all.
Yeah,
so I guess you're missing a huge chunk of it.
I
Priscilla.
mean, with this one, they had an interview, and you can see like him physically in the interview. So I think this is what inspired it. It's more so to understand the character and the depth, and that's why Charles Melton's getting so many accolades from it. Is that you could see that this was like a really hurt and vulnerable man who was taken advantage of.
Yeah.
That being said, are you gonna watch it?
No.
I swear.
Are you gonna watch it?
I don't know, man. I'll
watch it.
I don't know.
I hear it's great.
I mean, it's a biopic regardless.
Trust me.
I'm watching it.
You say most of the biopics is name, there's some form of trauma in it, no?
That's what makes it a good story, I guess.
Yeah. That's why Hollywood stacks it up, because those are the best ones to do.
Midsummer, yeah?
Yeah.
I got to
Wow.
list.